Chapter 11 Tale of Prahalad and Narsimha Incarnation. Parashar says, by the boon of Brahma, Hiranyakashipu had acquired tremendous power and came to control all the three worlds. He had driven the gods out of heaven and used to receive the oblations offered to Surya, Vayu, Agni, Varuna, Chandrama, Kuber, Yamraj, etc. Because of his fear, all those gods roamed on earth. All the creatures began to worship Hiranyakashipu. Beautiful and amorous elves danced in his palace while Gandharvas accompanied them on instruments. Prahalad was the youngest son of Hiranyakashipu. Like other children, he too was sent to Gurukula to be educated. One day, his teachers took Prahalad to Hiranyakashipu, who was engaged in drinking of wine at that moment. Lovingly he took his son into his lap and asked, "O son, tell me what you have learnt so far in the auspices of your teachers." Prahalad said, "O father, I salute to that Sri Hari who has no beginning, no end and no mid-part, who doesn't take birth and who is free from growth and decay." Hearing this, Hiranyakashipu looked at the teachers with bloodshot eyes and shouted at them, "O wretched Brahmins! In sheer violation of my orders, you have taught my son to praise my enemy." The teachers tried to express their apology, saying that what Prahalad was saying was not taught by them. Hiranyakashipu asked then Prahalad who had taught him like that. Prahalad said, "O father, Lord Vishnu who resides in the heart of us all is the supreme creature. Who can teach anybody anything apart from him?" Hiranyakashipu said, "O fool! Who is that Vishnu about whom you are describing before me, the Lord of entire world?" Prahalad replied, "Lord Vishnu is he who is contemplated about by the yogis. He is the originator of the entire universe. His virtues cannot be described in words. That Parameshwar is Vishnu." Hiranyakashipu said, "Fool! Who can be Parameshwar other than me? Do you want to die that you are babbling like that?" Prahalad said, "O father, your anger is baseless. Lord Vishnu is the creator of all of us, including you and me. He controls our breaths." Infuriated, Hiranyakashipu then ordered the teachers to take Prahalad away at once and wash his brain thoroughly. The teachers took Prahalad with them to their Gurukula. Prahalad began to concentrate in his studies. After many months, Hiranyakashipu once again called Prahalad to his palace and asked about his learning. Once again, Prahalad began to praise Lord Vishnu. This time, Hiranyakashipu ordered his assassination. He began to see his son as a threat to his throne. By the orders of Hiranyakashipu, many formidable demons attacked Prahalad with their weapons. But Prahalad stood unfazed. He said, "O fools! Lord Vishnu is present in you, in me and even in your weapons. May your weapons have no effect on me." Indeed, the weapons of the demons could not even touch Prahalad. Hiranyakashipu said, "I can still pardon your life provided that you stop praising my opponent." Prahalad said, "O father, I fear nothing. By the God's grace, I am free from the fear of birth and death." Hiranyakashipu then got Prahalad thrown amidst venomous snakes. But biting by the snakes had no effect on Prahalad because his mind was contemplating in Lord Vishnu. Hiranyakashipu then got Prahalad trampled by big bull elephants. But even elephants could not harm Prahalad. Instead, their tusks were broken as soon as they touched Prahalad. Even then, Prahalad tried to pacify his father that it was Lord's strength that protected him every time. Prahalad's teachers, who were the sons of Shukracharya, then assured Hiranyakashipu that Prahalad was having a fickle mind because of his tender age. They also assured the demon king of transforming Prahalad and took him to their hermitage once again. Prahalad's preaching, but in the hermitage, Prahalad assembled other demon children and said, "Friends, listen to my preaching carefully and don't take it for granted because I have no personal interest in it. Every living being takes birth and suffers a lot while passing his life through childhood, youth and old age. The end result of life is nothing but death. It is one's karma that accompany him birth after birth. But in every birth, this soul mistakes hunger, thirst, cold or hot for the pleasures. More of the luxuries one collects, more the sorrow increases. Attachment and passion are the greatest cause of sorrow. Even after passing a life that is full of sorrow, one suffers the agony of death and rebirth again. This whole cycle continues again and again. Lord Vishnu is the ultimate refuge for the soul, which feels drowned in the ocean of sorrow. Don't be confused with my young age. I am a boy like you. But the soul that stays within me is eternal. The soul has no distinct stages in life. But a human being is inflicted with lot of misconceptions. In the childhood, he prefers to play than contemplating on God. In the youth, lust and carnal pleasures attract the mind. Still, a human being doesn't get serious about his benefit. He keeps on postponing his spiritual matters for his old age. But in old age, a human being has no option but to see his trembling fingers and repent about his past. Thus a human being spoils his whole life. A wise person hence must ignore the different stages of his bodies. Stay on earth and make efforts for his benefit right in his childhood. What I have told you is unchangeable fact. Start reciting Lord Vishnu's name for my pleasure. At least, his remembrance is enough to destroy all the sins. May your mind always contemplate on him day and night. Thus all your miseries shall come to an end. Chapter 12 Attempts to kill Prahalad. When the demons saw that their all efforts failed to face Prahalad and that he was preaching the demon children, they informed Hiranyakashipu about all these happenings. Hiranyakashipu at once called his cook and ordered him to poison Prahalad through food. But the poisonous food also could not hurt Prahalad. In fact, its poison was rendered ineffective by the recitation of Lord's name. This frightened the cook. He informed Hiranyakashipu about that miraculous event. Hiranyakashipu then ordered the priests, who were Prahalad's teachers, to invoke the ogress Kritya in order to kill Prahalad. The teachers tried to convince Prahalad before invoking Kritya. O Prince, you are the son of great Hiranyakashipu and have taken birth in Brahma's lineage. What have you to do with matters like God and all that? The whole world is dependent on your father. You should also take refuge of your father and stop praising his opponent. Father is revered and even greater than the teachers. Prahalad said, O fortunate ones, I know the prowess of my father. I also do not doubt regarding my father's reverence and greatness. I will not commit any crime against him, but kindly listen to me what I mean by the endless God. O teachers, there are 4 attainable goals in one's life. You ask me what have I to do with He who helps all the human beings to attain these 4 goals, dharma, artha, kama and moksha. You are my teachers. You are free to say anything to me. But within me stays He who is the creator of all, who is the preserver of all, and who is the destroyer of all of us. Kindly forgive me if I have committed anything wrong in your honor. The teachers said, O foolish boy, we saved you from imminent death thinking that you are our disciple and that you will not balderdash in future. But still you speak nonsense. Listen, if you don't drop your stubbornness, we'll have to invoke Kritya the ogress in order to get you slain. Unfazed Prahalad said that life and death were immaterial for the soul that protects or destroys itself through auspicious and inauspicious deeds. Hence one should always strive to behave in an auspicious way. But Prahalad's words further enraged his teachers. They invoked the ogress Kritya to get Prahalad slain. Kritya hit Prahalad's chest hard with her trident. But as soon as the trident touched his chest, it broke into pieces without harming Prahalad. Seeing her attempt failed, Kritya killed the teachers and disappeared. His teachers' death caused immense pain for Prahalad. Mourning for their death, he prayed Lord Vishnu to resurrect them. Hearing his prayers, Lord Vishnu once again granted life to his teachers. The teachers got up as if from a deep slumber. They realized their mistake and blessed Prahalad and resolved never to have hostility against him. Then they went to the palace and informed Hiranyakashipu about all the happenings.